Hello everyone and happy Saturday. We decided we're gonna post this on Saturday just because we are mostly gonna be watching Celebration live streams on Friday. So happy Saturday. Also, today, the day that we are actually filming is May 25th, which means it's been 45 years since the Star Wars frenzy has begun. So, congratulations, Lucasfilms. Thank you, George Lucas, for bringing Star Wars into our lives for the last 45 years. All right, so in this video, we are going to be making the poly-starch portion bread, which we see in The Force Awakens. And we are also going to be making the Ronto wrappers, which is what you can make to then make the Ronto wraps, which we have in a previous video, but we use non-bread instead of making the wrappers by scratch. So now we're finally going to be making the wrappers for scratch, because this week we will be making the full Ronto wraps. So these are the ingredients you're going to need to make the poly-starch portion bread. You're going to need canola oil, whole wheat flour, old-fashioned instant oats, seaweed, baking powder, sugar, pepper, salt, and ground cinnamon. Alright, so you're going to want like a 6-inch ramekin to make this in. You're going to want to make sure it is microwavable safe. You'll have to find out why. In a medium bowl, you're going to take some of your whole wheat flour, some of your instant oats. After the oats, some of your sugar, and then a little bit of your baking powder. Next, you're gonna put it in your seaweed, which I'm a little surprised about because, you know, this is on Jakku, and I don't know where I would find seaweed on Jakku. Also not a big seaweed person. So put that seaweed in there. You just need a little bit of the flakes, and then you're gonna want to put a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of ground cinnamon. And then you're gonna go ahead and put some water in. You just need enough for it to warm up. I'm gonna put that in. You're just gonna keep adding some water, keep mixing until you get roughly a single ball of dough. So you have your dough ball. And you actually only need one ramekin because this is only for one serving. You know, Ray didn't get that many servings. So you just put that in. Then you're going to not put it in the oven. You're gonna put it in the microwave for 45 seconds. So it doesn't look any different, but I will tell you it is. It's cooked. I will tell you it has like a cinnamon oatmeal-y smell going on right now, so hopefully it smells as good, or it tastes as good as it smells, because if it's gonna taste as good of it as it looks. All right, let's see if the thing that Ray lived on for her entire life tastes good or bad. It's surprisingly good. I did not expect this to be good, but it's like good in an interesting way. You can definitely taste the cinnamon. It almost tastes like an easy bake oven bread. If you ever had an easy bake oven as a kid, that's like what this tastes like. It's actually really good. So I finally figured out what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Irish soda bread. So Irish soda bread is your flour with baking soda and salt instead of yeast, because yeast sometimes wasn't always easy to find. So soda bread was made as like a poor man's bread. This is what this reminds me of. The texture, the taste reminds me of Irish soda bread. I've eaten a good portion of this, and I've gotten seaweed in every bite, but I really can't taste the seaweed. So if you're kind of like about seaweed and you don't really want to buy like a pack of seaweed for the seaweed flakes, because you're like me and you don't just eat seaweed, use like parsley or basil or like a leafy green. Maybe not one with powerful taste, so parsley or cilantro. I know some people don't like cilantro, so 5 out of 5 would make this again. Super easy. I know this is going to become a go-to if I'm hangry and I have the ingredients on hand, because I always have these ingredients on hand. Just pop it in the microwave for 45 seconds. So that polystarch bread was amazing. 10 out of 10. I'm ready to make some jam to also eat with it. So definitely love that. Now we're gonna move on to the Ronto wrappers. So this is another pretty simple. It just takes a little bit longer than the other one because you have to let it rise for 1 hour. So this is all the ingredients you're gonna need. You're gonna need yeast, brown sugar, flour, oregano, 2 cloves of garlic, though this is a pretty big one, so we're just gonna use 1, salt, olive oil, and water. All right, so you're gonna add your water, your olive oil, your brown sugar, your salt, and your yeast into a bowl and combine. So looking at the ingredients, and because this is instant yeast, you do not need to proof. So we're gonna move right along and we're gonna add the garlic. Now we're gonna go ahead after the garlic and add our herb, which like I said, we're using oregano. Now we're gonna gradually add our flour in. I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna start mixing. So you're gonna need a bowl. I just rinsed out my mixing bowl, and you're gonna want to put your dough in because now it's like nice and bouncy. Yeah, poking it bounces back. Good dough. All right, but I don't like to just throw dough in a bowl. I like to put a little oil in here so it doesn't stick to it. I've oiled my bowl a little bit, so now I'm going to place in, and I'm gonna cover, and then I'm gonna put it in a warm place for 1 hour. I have made many breads in the past. This is by far the best smelling one. It smells so good. Like I could just eat this right now, but I'm not. So this makes 6. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna divide this into 6 pieces. So I'm going to quarter, and then half. And then I'm going to get these and turn them into little balls. All right, so now that we have our dough balls, we're going to roll them out to a 1/4 inch. So now we're going to put it in our pan and cook for 3 to 5 minutes on each side. All right, so we have our 6 Ronto wrappers. I will say, reminder, do not put any oil in your pan. It's a dry pan. And scratch that 3 to 5 minutes on each side. It was less than 30 seconds. So this was our 30-second basically, and you wanna make sure you try and keep it a circle. These were our 3 to 5 minute ones, and they got much more burnt. So I would just keep an eye on it. Like I said, I really don't think you need to do 3 to 5 minutes. Just watch it. What seemed to happen is, like, it's like pancakes. When it starts bubbling, like big bubbles, flip it because the other side's done, just like pancakes. It smells really good. You can smell the garlic. You can smell the oregano. Let's go for a taste test. You can taste the garlic. This is great. This is great on its own. We love naan in this house. So this might just be oh, we're making Ronto wraps? No, I just wanted the bread. Just like the polystarch, 5 out of 5. Would make this again. This is definitely going to be a constant in this house. I love it. So that is our video for today. I hope you enjoyed both of these bread recipes, and I hope they bring an enhancement to your Ronto wraps or your garden spread, or if you just want bread. No judgment. We hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you are following along with us, or if not, if you have bought the book, what recipes have you liked so far? Make sure you comment down below. And while you're commenting down below, you might as well go and hit that like and subscribe button. Till next week, bye Galaxy!